Hello, how are you all? Again, we are with English. Prose section, chapter number 3, The Little Girl, page number 32-33. So, how are you all? First of all, and might be enjoying. You know, as I used to say, there is a generation gap between us, means father, mother, you all might be with your younger sister, elder brother, yeah, from your grandparents also. There is a generation gap, you know. And as you are from about 3 to 4 months with your parents, too much attached, no doubt in your younger age, you all will be with your parents. But nowadays, God has gifted something, I think so, to change the scenario of the world, to change the thinking. This COVID might have come. All it is up to God. But now, you are with your parents. You can see some of are frightened little bit. Some of you are upset with your parents also. So many things are changed. As many months are there, you are too much connected with them. You are with them, especially in the first lockdown condition over there. Papa, mummy, everybody, uncle, auntie, and all the family members were with you. You might be enjoying with them. You can understand what joint family works, how joint family works. Somebody's uncle, aunt, anybody might have come from outside and he would be staying with you. So this all changes. Lots of you can say circumstances are created at this time. So like that, we got to listen. The Little Girl. Here it is given before you read. Do you feel you know your parents better now than when you were much younger? Perhaps you now understand reason for some of their actions that used to upset you earlier. This story about a girl whose feelings for her father changed from fear to understanding will probably find and chain it is in everyone's home. So obviously what I told earlier, you might have come close to your father, you might have come close to your brother, sister, mother, everybody. And you can understand that when you were young, they used to scold you, they used to say many things to you. So these all things happen. This time God created, you got a chance to understand them properly. Yeah, they could understand you properly. Am I right or wrong? But as you know, how do you feel? As you all are youngsters now, the upcoming generation, my rising stars, you all are, you know. So let's begin with the list. Many things. Papa used to say us, we don't like. When mother used to say us, grandparents, even uncle, aunt, bhaiya, bhabhi, many things, creations. Those who are elder than us. They ordered us, they used to say, they used to give advices on each and every step, to and fro, now and then. What are these things, to and fro and now and then? I think so, idioms. Might be you can use it as a proposition also. So let's begin, let's go with a lesson. Now, what's the story of the little girl is? To the little girl, he was a figure to be feared. And figure means here it is indicated as a person and avoided. Who was the person? Her father. Every morning before going to work, he came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with "Goodbye, father." And oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. So every morning, as usual, as I also used to do, but my girls didn't say. They used to say that, "No, Papa, don't go." But in such circumstances, if father is little bit orthodox, your father is little bit strict, no doubt every father is strict, but it happens. So when he comes, he used to kiss her, and at that time she used to say goodbye papa, goodbye father, whatever the word we use for father. And then after she got a lots and lots of relief, and she used to hear the vehicle going away and away, the sound becoming low of low, means his father. She was afraid of her father. Why? In the evening, when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall. Bring my tea into the drawing room. Hasn't the paper come yet? Mother, go and see if my paper's out there and bring me my slippers. So, in the morning, while father used to go, she is in relief. But when he comes in the evening, he used to start shouting over there. Where are my slippers? Where is the newspaper? Bring me the tea, and many things. As usual, father used to do so. Then what happens? Kezia is the name of the girl. Mother would call to her, if you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boot. Slowly the girl would slip down the stair, more slowly still across the hall, and push open the drawing room door. Mother would like to call her, that come down, take off your father's shoes, boot we can say, and slowly, because she has a particular type of fear regarding her father in her heart, in her mind. By that time, he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that was terrifying to the little girl. Might be father little more strict. So he used to look from top to bottom to the girl, and at a glance or at every glance of her father, she used to be more fearful. Well, Kezia, hurry up, pull off these boots and take them outside. Have you been a good girl today? Then he used to ask to Kezia. Come on, do fast, do this. As our parents also, they are in hurry, they are in such a typical, they are behaving in a typical way. As a behavior also, as I used to say in class, company fool there might be. I'm sorry for that, but to use that word, I can't use this word for parents, but I can use for myself also. So even I used to go at home from our school, then I used to shout because I am little bit irritated at that time. To whom I will shout? Obviously to my wife. Then comes number one, daughter, and if any mischief is done by the second one, then comes the turn of the second one. So it goes, it's a system, Indian society system, as we have developed in a particular system. As we are growing in a particular system. So happens in foreign country also, it's happened. We are going through this thing. Then he used to say, have you been a good girl today? Please try to convert these sentences into indirect form of narration. Have is there, you been is there, a good girl is there, today is there. Can you change this sentence into indirect form of narration? If anybody, I insist that everybody used to do this, but if anybody will give me answer on WhatsApp, anyway, it will be good for me that how many you have grasped it. This practices, because we got less time for our teaching, their learnings. Might your sudden 10th standard starts, so it will be helpful. About 4 marks direct indirect comes in your 10th standard. I will go regarding your 10th standard, so you don't have to lose these marks. So what you have to do? You don't have to go for any practice books, any else, nothing. It's ridiculous. Just go through the sentences that are derived in your text. Go, whatever sentences you find in inverted comma, yeah, somebody is telling, saying, asking, questioning. Many lots and thousands sentences are there in your textbook. You can just go through it and try when you are free. When you are in mood of puzzling, yeah, this whole thing, go with some sentence, try it. Don't write from Google. I will know. If you will write from Google, if you will change this thing from Google Assistant, I would like to say, then I know each and everybody's capacity. So try. No doubt it will be wrong. I will be the happiest person. If it will be wrong, then understand this. If you are answering me, means if you send me something, just write down the questions, means direct, indirect, sentence, then answer. Do like this, because I have to go through many classes, 10, 11, 12 also. I might forget. So, and it is company fold, you all know that I used to be a forgetful fellow. So let's begin, let's go further. I don't know fathers, hesitations. Hesitations comes to Kezia when she is answering her father. You don't know. If you stutter like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. Stuttering means stains. Stains, one type of hesitation, inferiority complexities of feeling. Whenever you are afraid of something, yeah, whenever you dislike someone and that person, yeah, one typical type of pleasure we can see, means tension type. Whenever you are in a condition that you are not properly settled, and then you have to answer, this is also one type of psychological problem within children's. Many of the children, as we go through news, some serials, some films regarding this thing, so it happens. So mother will have to take you to the doctor. He used to say that if you will behave like this, if you will stutter, then it will create a problem. She never stuttered with other people, had quite given it up, but only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly. So she never stuttered. Stutter means to be unstable while speaking or talking little bit. We cannot say that completely dumping system or so, but little bit break it up. Breaks. Answering with break, with shiver, we can say with frightenedness and this whole thing. So she never used to do regarding other person, but when she used to answer her father, she feels a problem. What's the matter? What are you looking so wretched about? Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kezia carried a teacup back to the table carefully. Then her father used to say, what's the matter? What is wrong with you? What are you looking so wretched about? Why you are wretched means unhappy with this. Because parents can know easily about their children. Whenever they used to say the face, see, whenever your papa, your mummy is out of home, when he or she used to come at home, when he or she looks on the face, on the expression of the child, they understand easily. This is the face reading, what I used to say to, obviously, to my dear girls and boys, that try to read faces. And easily you can read it. So he used to shout, what's wrong with this girl? Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. He told to mother of Kezia, that I am thinking that this girl will suicide one day. Yeah, she is behaving like she is going to be suicide. Here Kezia comes up with the tea bag. He was so big, his hand and his neck, especially his mouth, when he yawned. And how was father? He was big, might be tall, fat fellow, with long hands, neck, and his mouth when he yawned, everybody yawn, you know, bagasa. Yes, sorry for the Gujarati word. Parents will complain that. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. And for Kezia, what it was? What was his father? Yeah, how was his father? While she thinks about her father, she seems that she thought that he was like a giant. Giant, you all know. On Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. Snoring, all you know. What is snoring? Unpleasant sound that we don't like. If somebody is snoring, then we can't sleep. So, grandmother used to say that go on Sunday, especially when father is at home, mother is also free, that go and talk with your parents, with your father. But obviously, every Sunday, his father was lying on the sofa with his leg on the cushion and a handkerchief on his mouth, and mother was busy in reading something. I think so, reading. Yes, reading something, and father was snoring. Now page number 34. You can go through the picture of the father, mother and Kezia too on the page number 33. So, she sat on a stool, gravely, seriously we can say, watch him until he woke and stretch and ask the time, then look at her. Now what she used to do? She used to be there sitting over, watching both parents, mummy and papa, and then her father used to awake and ask for the time. Don't stare so, Kezia, you look like a little brown owl. And when he used to look on Kezia, he used to say, don't stare like a brown owl. Owl, you know, they are staring on us. So, one day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she would make him a pink cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. Now time comes, grandmother told her next week, your father's birthday is there, we must gift him someone, make a pink cushion. Yes, cushion we all have in our houses, a type of pillow, small pillow we can say, with a yellow silk, beautiful piece of yellow silk, pink cushion. It is not pink, pink. That can be stapled like this. Laboriously, without effort or difficulty, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. But what to fill it with? That was a question. 3 sides she has cleared of the cushion. Now what on the 4th side? What to fill in it? But what to fill it with? That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. Now she was in mother's bedroom. Grandmother was not there. She was thinking what to be filled in the cushion. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper. Gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces and stuffed her case, then sewed up the 4th side. And what she used to see? On the table, they were lying some papers. She took her, she made it into many pieces, she filled up the 4th side and she stitched it. That night, there was a hue and cry in the house, angry protection. Father was too much angry. Why? Father's great speech for the port authority had been lost. And father was going to give a speech, and the speech that was in those papers which she had cut it, pasted. Rooms were so, servants questioned. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. Finally, mother thought that Kezia might have taken it. What happened? She was frightened with her father. What to do? And a circumstance, a system comes over there. What happens then? Problem created. Mother now came into her room. What did she say? Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in your room? Oh yes, he said. I tore them up for my surprise. Mother told, have you seen some papers? She replied, yes, I have told it. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. She became angry. Calm down. What? Sorry. And she was dragged down to where her father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. Father was moving here and there, as you can see in many serials, in many movies. Father in tension. He was moving here and there with his back, hands backside. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? No, she whispered. Mother, go up to her room, fetch down the damn thing, see that the child's put to bed this instant. Now he was angry with. He asked, Kezia, too much frightened. She replied, no. Then he told mother, go to the room, find it out and make her see. Then crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light, made a sad little pattern on the floor. She was screaming. She was too much sad. Crying, she lay down over there and watching the the shade that comes from the window to the room. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hand. Just a minute. Father came to the room with a ruler in his hand. So till yet, you might have understood, little girl, so cute girl, happy girl, beautiful girl, living with her parents. Father is a rude person. She used to be frightened with her father. Her grandmother used to help her. And in a particular occasion, there was next week there was a birthday of her father. Grandmother told she must make a cuisine. And what happened? She told the important papers into pieces and fetched it up, stitched her. Father became angry, shouting here and there. He told, mother asked her about the paper. She used to say to answer her mother. And then what? Father became angry, going here and there. What happens afterwards? We will continue in our next session. Thank you very much.